All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a give right side. Mitchell. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Henry. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Henry again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Titans have taken a 1st quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this thrown across his body, and it's intercepted? Picked up by Amani Hooker. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's a Titans touchdown. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Roses now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
He's got it. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 43. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. It's a big play there for Tennessee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Finding room to the 20. And down to the 7-yard line.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Rosa's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd and 7, Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On 1st down, Lance. He's got Ayuk once again. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Drops this underneath, it's Mitchell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give, right side. It's Mitchell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing now is Lance. Caught on a slant. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk as the first half is winding down. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 17, Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And powering through at the 35. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. They'll roll him out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Tannehill. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Big gain, but a fumble. And that might be Titan football. It is. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Anthony Ferkser His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Roses to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a play fake. Lance. Got a man. That's Richie James. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. And Lance going to throw. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Gold is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it. But the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Play action. It's Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A big play that time for the Titans. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Hill. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. They'll run. It's Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Play action, now it's Lance. Rolling to his right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. On first down, Mitchell. He's to the 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. The drive starts with a completion left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. A give to Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throwing Tannehill. The left side completion to Jones. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And the busy night for Henry continues. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Open space inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Lance now on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. Lance now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he's taken down inside the 30. Throwing on first down is Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They tried to work the tight end down the middle of the field, but a nice recognition by the defense. Unable to get that one completed.
And they know the scouting report. They like to go to him down near the goal line and defensively able to prevent it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 84 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, their hopes of finishing above 500 stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.